Hi, and welcome to this Weekday Word. Last week, our men's Bible study was looking at a passage from Matthew chapter 18, where Jesus teaches about forgiveness. Peter asked the question, Lord, how many times shall I forgive my brother when he sins against me? Up to 7 times. Taking the rabbinic teaching of no more than 3 and doubling it and adding one for good measure. He's really seeking to be generous, but Jesus responds, no, I tell you, 77 times. In other words, without limit. And then Jesus goes on to tell the story of 2 debtors. One debtor who owed an astronomical sum, 10,000 talents, 10,000 years' wages to the king, and he begs forgiveness, and the king has mercy and wipes out the debt. But then that same debtor goes out and finds one who owes him just a small amount, and instead of having mercy on him, has him thrown in jail to be tortured until the debt is paid. And when the king finds out, the king is angry. And Jesus' punchline in the entire story is this: so will my heavenly Father do to you, unless you forgive your brother from your heart. The point is not that God is stingy with forgiveness or that we need to earn it and that it's conditional, that we have to forgive others so that God will be willing to forgive us. The point is more like what N.T. Wright described as spiritual breathing. He says that forgiveness is like breathing, that if you're not willing to exhale, it's not possible to inhale. See, the reason we're called to forgive is not so that we earn God's forgiveness or somehow show ourselves worthy of it. It's that if we don't forgive others, then we don't have the kind of heart that really wants to be or is able to be forgiven. We refuse to exhale. And when we do, we cannot inhale. And so we're called to forgive, which is a difficult thing to do. Forgiveness, I think, requires God's grace, but it also comes with understanding that it's not a feeling. Forgiveness is not feeling good about somebody, wanting to hang out with them, or even trust them again. Forgiveness really is about choosing not to use what they did as a weapon against them, so that when someone truly wrongs us, we make the decision right there that it ends now, that there will be no retaliation, there will be no vengeance. We choose instead to forgive for our sake, so that we can continue to breathe in the forgiveness upon which we depend. I pray that you are blessed this day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.